Hello, everybody. Andy here with the Andy Show, and I want to give you what our current plans are for when this rate change finally does happen. We don't know how long we're going to have to wait. We don't know what's going to happen exactly with all the stocks and how they're going to do dividends or any of that, but we do know that when a rate change happens, checks aren't automatically going out to everybody because it could take days, weeks, even months for dividends to be paid to us into our account. So from there, we got to get the money over here and get it distributed. What my plan is at this time, and things could definitely change since we don't have a lot to base anything on. We don't know what's going to happen. But my current plan is to take one of the bank stocks, any of them that are valued at $1 or higher. Okay, that the US dollar, whatever that equates to with the dinar. What we'll do is within 2 to 3 weeks, we've got to let things settle just a bit. And it's going to take just a little time to get everything lined up. And I'll explain that in just a second. But what we look to do is any stock that is valued at $1 or more, $1 or more, we're going to go ahead and sell 100 million of those. Okay. What that will do is get us an immediate, semi-immediate dispersal of cash from our stock holdings over there. And like I said, $1, we do 100 million. We've got 500 million on two of them and just shy of 500 million on the other one. So whichever one, not all of them, we're not taking out buku money, but we'll take out 100 million shares. Once that gets into our account, we'll go ahead and do a payout with that 100 million. If, and people just will tell me, well, you said it was going to be $1. It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if it's 1 to 1, then it should be relatively easy to do that. Okay, if we take out 100 million, it's going to roughly translate somewhere in the $5,000 per block range. So that's going to be 50 times your money. So at that point, and when I say relatively quick, and the reason, what I want to do, once we know there is a rate change, I will be or somebody, myself or somebody else, will be contacting each and every one of our investors. Because you may have talked to me about doing something with your blocks, the names, the whatever it may be. So what I want to do after a rate change, I don't need you to email me now telling me anything, but after a rate change, we will contact each and every one of you to make sure all of our information is correct, updated, and all of that. At that point, I will make a decision exactly how we're going to distribute these funds, get all that in order. So it should be within the first month that we're able to get at a very, very minimum several times our investment back. Okay, so the people that don't own dinar, there's quite a few of you. I've talked to a lot of you. I don't want you to have to wait 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, who knows how long, for a dividend payment to come through and get that dispersed. So what I'm going to do is we'll take an initial payout somewhat equivalent to $100 million. And that's what we'll use to make our first distribution. If we're notified prior to us doing that, here's what your dividends are, it's in your account, of course we'll take that first. Now, if it's not a substantial amount, then we may do both. Take those dividends along with 100 million shares. But that is my initial plan of action for when we have a rate change. Because a lot of you are not invested in much else, or this is all you're going to count to do your charity work. Whatever the reason, it doesn't even matter. But it's going to give you your initial investment plus back, no matter what happens from there on out. No, who knows? There could be 1,000 things that happen to cause this to crumble. You've at least profited from this investment. So don't stress, don't worry. We don't know when this is finally going to happen. Things are looking great, but they've looked great in the past. This seems to be a little different. What that translates to, we have no idea. But things are looking much more organized, much more forward thinking for Iraq. And just them talking about all of the trade deals that they're setting up with a lot of different companies or countries. Everything seems to be coming together. Whether that proves next week, next month, next year, we still don't know. But planning is essential in this. We've got to get planning on it. So just know that we're not sitting here doing nothing. We're actually trying to make sure that we're able to take care of all the investors the minute this thing pops. Okay, there was a couple of other things. I'm not going to go into them just yet. But I wanted to update you on an initial payout. Okay, whether it, there's no way to know exactly what this is going to do. So there's no way to say, okay, if it's a certain amount. I am setting a minimum $1 a share for whichever bank stock is worth $1 a share after the rate change. Then we're going to pull out $100 million. So it's going to be $100 million plus dollars, less all the fees and things like that. And right now we're sitting at 11,000, right around 11,600 blocks, somewhere in there. So you can figure that it's going to be several $1,000 payout per block. So we'll just keep an eye on that, see what happens, see how it progresses, and we'll just keep hoping and praying that this ride is almost over. But I just wanted to get you a little jump start on our goal, our plans, and it could change. You never know, just based on what we're dealing with at the moment. But right now, that is our plan. So I just thought I'd touch base with you, let you know, and hope y'all have a great week. God bless you all, and I will talk to you soon.